This week starts Carney's 36th annual Cruise Night Week, and for 6 days and nights, car lovers from all around are truly going to be kicking it old school. I'm on 4th Avenue here in Holdridge, Nebraska, and today demolition has started for something beautiful in the making.
It's Independence Day weekend, and in America that means fireworks and good time. But at the Hastings Motor Sports Park, it means a great weekend for racing.
I'm here at Finer Park, and horses are truly a gala. I'm at the Hall County Sheriff's Department, and in a few months, their deputies are going to be getting a new look. New body cameras. I have Chase Olsen here from Valentine. We're at the Show and Shine event here at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds. Chase, what type of car do you got here, my man?
I've got a 1955 Chevy.
Okay, what went into you getting your car here ready for this event?
About 3 years of working on it, and then about the last month, a lot of late nights, but we got it ready. We drove it down here. So.
Okay, what does an event like this mean for car lovers like yourself?
Gives us a reason to get together and enjoy the hobby that we all love, I guess.
Okay, what type of turnout do you think we're going to get here over this weekend, over Cruise? Now, we know it's very big in Kearney.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a big deal. Always is. It always will be.
Okay, hey, Chris, you heard it from the man himself, Chase Olsen here from Valentine. I'm telling you what, I may need to be getting me an old school soon here. The car's out here looking real pretty. He got a 1955. I'm going to have to get me something like this here soon. Back to you in the studio, Chris. Hello, Sarah. I'm here at the Central District Health Department with their WIC manager, Rachel. Rachel, can you please explain to the viewers out there what WIC is?
Sure. WIC is a supplemental nutrition assistance program for women, infants, and children.
Okay, what all does WIC provide mothers?
We provide nutrition and breastfeeding education as well as supplemental foods for your family.
Okay, what events, does WIC have coming up?
Sure. August is National Breastfeeding Month, so we always try to do something to celebrate breastfeeding in our community. So August 2nd, from 2 to 4 at our local library here, we're going to have a breastfeeding celebration.
Okay, we understand that you're seeing an increase in your area here in the Central District. Why do you believe that is?
We think with the inflation and the cost of groceries at the store, our supplemental foods can make a big difference.
Okay, I'm Caine Pittman reporting live from the Central District Health Department in Grand Island. Back to you, Sarah, in the studio. 21 drivers from all over the region showed up today for the race. And for driver Dominic Stutzman, it was a pleasure.
It's a great experience and a great opportunity to race for the birthday of America and be in honor of it.
Each driver in the Ignite series looks to channel greatness when they compete. That's precisely what Stutzman hopes to do when he wears recently deceased NASCAR and USAC driver Bobby East's uniform.
It means a lot to be able to have this opportunity to wear it, and it has a lot of meaning to me and how I run.
Stutzman says beyond the honor of wearing the uniform, racing comes down to the cart's driver's skill set.
It takes a good amount of skill to focus in your head and be able to control your cart going at higher speeds through corners and keeping it under control.
Another thing kart drivers must have is the right go-kart. But what comes with maintaining that kart might surprise a few.
So these carts actually don't require a lot of maintenance, unlike some others in cars. They're very low maintenance and very economical to run and own. Just changing oil, making sure everything is tight, aligned, tires, things like that.
Drivers from the ages of 10 to 70 make up the Ignite series in 3 different weight classes. Those who want to watch the drivers compete, they can do it every other Sunday from 11:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. until the series ends. For NTV News, I'm Caine Pittman. According to prisonpolicy.org, there are 1.9 million people in jail on a given day in America. Many of them are for minor offenses. Some states and counties feel people with minor offenses still deserve to work. Hall County is one of those in that group. They have a work release program that is helping inmates make a living. And Hall County Jail Director Todd Bahinsky says it's the right move.
If somebody's having a relatively short period of time that they're doing in jail, it would be unfortunate if they had to lose their job because of that. So, and it allows them to keep that job, remain employed. They keep their income for themselves, for their family.
Work release has to be granted by a judge who feels the offender is the right candidate. Some people might wonder why these inmates are not placed on house arrest. Hall County Public Defender Jerry Piccolo says it's not that easy.
I think it's a question of cost. House arrest seems to cost more than work release.
Inmates who take part in the work release must arrange for their own transportation, and they must pay for a portion of their stay in jail. This could sound like a standard person working, yet Piccolo says the people still face real punishment.
Jail is punishment in and of itself. A person being sentenced to jail, as I mentioned, is punishment. If you spend, let's say, 2/3 of the day in jail and the other third at work, and then you have to go back to spend the other 2/3 of the day in jail, that's punishment in and of itself.
The people who are in the program are nonviolent offenders. The jail and the court examines the people's history. Those who make the cut are often misdemeanor offenders. That's why the public defender's office feels the people deserve an olive branch.
You don't want to totally disrupt the individual's life by sentencing them to jail and just simply lock them up for whatever time period it may be. So those are all the considerations that the judge needs to take into consideration when he makes a decision, he or she makes a decision.
4-H competitions are family affairs. For many competitors, it runs in their blood. In fact, Sarah Thompson's parents met at a similar event, and the chance to represent Nebraska was a no-brainer.
It actually means a lot to me to represent my home state, Nebraska. I was telling all of the people in my hometown, and so there's a whole entourage of the young shooters in my club and the local communities that are excited that once they're old enough to come down here and compete too.
To get ready for a competition like this, it takes great planning and sacrifice. Each competitor has their own blueprint to victory. Sarah was more than happy to share hers.
So what I did to get ready is worked on my mental as soon as I found out I was on the team, and then just making sure I knew what guns I was using, what I was competing in, and just how the whole thing would work so it was as stress-free as possible for this week.
Even though everyone at the championships is aiming to win, Sarah's teammate Matt wants people to remember the simple things.
Don't worry about how you shoot, more so that you're having fun and you're making friends while you're doing it.
If a person stepped foot in Alma a few days ago, few would have thought the city would have a 4th of July parade. Yet today, they did just that. And Terry Bach says the city is feeling outstanding.
Oh, it's all good. Everyone's pretty much got cleaned up as far as trash that's sitting around, because there was things, your neighbor's thing was something in someone else's yard and so forth like that. So they got that and everyone's happy and ready to go.
Alma City employees, along with residents, came together to pick up branches, trees, and debris to make today's parade happen. According to Lindsay Schaefer, that level of resilience left her with no doubt about what would happen on this 4th of July.
I did believe this event would happen only for the fact that with everybody in the community working hard to get stuff cleaned up, get everybody's property looking good, get the park back in order, I knew that this would happen.
The way the people of Alma came together to host their July 4th festivities has filled the community with great pride.
It shows that us as a community can get together and work hard and make sure that everything gets picked up and that we're able to do our celebration on the 4th that we've done every year.